I give you all some questions to do for homework. Yesterday, I gave you all some questions for homework. Did you all do that?
Uh, I haven't. Yesterday we had a test. I'll do it today though.
Okay, yesterday you all had a test. All right. So, also, along with that, I wanted to practice writing questions with y'all. Okay. So we can do that right now. We can do that right now. Okay. First of all, look at the third question. Look at the third question. Describe the steps for removing the following stains from a cotton fabric. We have ghee stain, we have nail polish stain, red ink stain, grass stain, and pan, that is betel leaf stain. Okay, so I want you all to take your notebooks and write this question down right now. Okay, assuming that it is assuming that this question is a 5 mark question. 5 mark question. Do this right now. Okay. You can refer to the chapter. You don't have to do it like because I know you have not memorized the chapter yet. So you can refer to the chapter and do it. Okay. But I don't want the complete book language. Okay. I want your own language. Okay. And I want elaborate answer. Okay. Since it's a 5 mark question, don't write 5 lines, okay? But for every point, first point, second point, third point, fourth point, fifth point, 2 to 3 lines for every point should be there, okay? 3 lines for every point should be there. All right, do this right now.
We have to write the question down, right, Mom?
You don't have to write the question down, but write steps for removing the following stains from cotton fabric are as follows. Then you put one, you write, give a heading ghee, a removal of ghee stains. Put a dash, and then you write how ghee stain can be removed. With then same with nail polish, red ink,
Yeah.
grass, and all. Okay. You're done? No? Okay, go on. If there's any doubt at any point, then please ask.
What's methylated spirit?
Say again, Megan.
What's methylated spirit? Um,
Okay. You're asking this methylene spirit. It's like if you've seen, it's like an acid. Okay,
okay.
it's like an acid which is kind of concentrated. Okay, if you've seen the nail polish remover, okay,
Yeah.
which is also kind of an acid, right? This
Yeah.
is similar to that.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Also, ma'am, do we have to write
Yeah.
in the table they give the fresh and old, like how to deal with fresh and old stains? Do we have to write both or just fresh? Because still now I only wrote on how to deal with the fresh stain, not an old one.
For removing the following stains from a cotton fabric, you can write down fresh. Okay, you can write down fresh if the question is mentioned. Okay. Um, but if the question mentions old, then old. If it says fresh, then fresh. If suppose this is a 10-mark question, not 5, but a 10-mark question, then you have to give both old and fresh. Okay?
Okay.
Because it's gonna be like 10-mark question means a very detailed question.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that like write half a page for each point,
Yeah.
half page, no. Okay, but yeah, 3 lines for old stain and 3 for new. 2 to 3 lines per old for new. For every point, you have to give old and new. If it is a 10-mark question, okay,
Okay.
means lengthier answer. Okay,
Got it.
but if it's 5 marks only, then you have to just give fresh.
Okay.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes, Megan.
I wrote both fresh and old.
That's okay. That's good if you wrote like both fresh and old. It's good. No problem in that. Okay.
I'm done, ma'am.
You're done. Okay. Can you like click a picture and send me? Is that possible?
Yeah. As a PDF, right?
No, not necessary.
Okay.
Okay. Just send a picture.
I sent it, ma'am.
Okay. Let me go through it. Okay. Okay, Miss. Good. Good. So this is how you make points for a 5 marks answer and write it. Okay.
Okay.
Now, I also want to try out the fifth answer with you. Okay. Laundering
Okay.
of synthetics. It is a difference between laundering of synthetics and laundering of cotton. Now, what you're gonna do is, usually when we answer the questions where we have to give the difference between two things, we make a table. Okay, we make a table and write the difference. Show you how. We prepare a table. Okay, 2 columns,
Okay.
and we draw a line like that. Then here you write laundering of synthetics. Here you write laundering of cottons, full font. Okay. Then here you can make another small column of scope. Okay, of scope. What is scope is, suppose I am writing down the washing process. Okay, so in scope I'll put one and write washing. I'll write washing. Then here in laundering of synthetics, I'm gonna write how do I wash synthetics, and laundering of cotton, I'm gonna write how do I wash cotton. Then I put two and write rinsing, rinsing. In washing of synthetics, laundering of synthetics, I'm going to write wash it with rinse it with cold water, warm water, whatever it is there. And here also cold water, warm water, what it's mentioned. Okay, so like that. Then we can put three. Okay, put drying. Okay, we can put dried in sun or dried in shade. Okay, like that we can put. Then you can put four, right, storing. Okay, then how they are stored you can write. Okay, then put five and write precautions. Okay, you can write down, put like bulletins. Okay, bullets, and write precautions, one or two precautions taken while washing synthetics, one or two precautions taken while washing cottons. Okay, so this is how you answer when you're writing a difference between question. Okay, you're answering a question where you have to give the difference. You have to make like two main columns will be there for the difference. One column will be there for scope. Okay, scope is going to be what you're going to include in the points. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Suppose this was like it's talking about the process mostly, like difference between the laundering of synthetics process and laundering of cotton process. Suppose it's something else, then how do you make the scope? Scope, you just have to relate it with the points in between. When we have something else to differentiate between, suppose when we have to differentiate between wool fibers and cotton fibers. Okay, or yes, wool fibers and cotton fibers. So first will be meaning. Okay, scope first point is going to be meaning. What's wool fibers? What are cotton fibers? They're natural fibers obtained from animals. Cotton fibers, natural fibers obtained from plants. Then next point you can scope where they're obtained from. You can mention obtained from sheep and obtained from cotton plants. Then next point, in the like process of like obtaining them, you can write process. Then you can mention in wool, woolen fiber, cotton fiber. Okay. So that depends. The like what content you are putting inside them. On the basis of that only you will make the scope column. Okay. You will make the scope column. Understood now how to how to write the differences?
Yeah,
Okay. Can you do it right now? The fifth question.
sure.
Fifth
Do
question.
we
Fifth question.
always have to write this? Do we like always have to write the scope when we're making a table?
Do we have to always write it? Write the scope? Always writing the scope is not important. Okay. But it gives a clarity. Okay. When the examiner will check your notebook, then they'll be more clear. Like, okay, meaning means the meaning is
So
mentioned.
it could
Example.
possibly give you more
Example.
marks.
Yes, it can possibly give us more marks. Also, also I always tell the students that whenever difference comes, it's better to put them in columns. Okay, why? Because difference, like we're showing the difference, we're showing a comparison between two things. When we're doing it in the column, it can be easily shown that in the meaning, washing process, this is the difference here and this is the difference here.
Yeah.
Then in rinsing, this is the difference and this is the difference. If we write in paragraph, the whole thing in paragraph, it will be becomes a little hard to differentiate both the things.
Okay.
Right. So that is why column. Also scope table you can make if you can think if you think you can give like headings to your content, you can put scope. Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you think what to put in scope, what points to put in scope, then leave scope. But
Mm,
I suggest make the table always whenever difference is coming.
okay.
Okay, we make it table. Now assume that this is a 6 mark question. Assume that this is a 6 mark question, and you have to answer it. Okay, you can refer to the chapter, and I'm gonna erase this table that I just made. Okay, and you're gonna put your own scope points. You're gonna put your own content and the process. Okay, and
Okay.
then do scope. Megan, you did with the previous answer. Can you
Yeah.
send me a picture?
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Good, Megan. Well done. Can you all turn on your menus, please, both of you?
Remy said something. I didn't hear that.
Yes. Yes, I said good. Well done. it's good. Okay. Now, both of y'all, please do the fifth question.
Yeah. I'm done.
You're done? Okay. Send me a picture.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can warm water, cold water, you have soaking, then you have washing, good soap, light pressure while washing. Use any good soap and apply light pressure while washing. Then you have rinsing. Hmm. Um, in your drawing of synthetics, instead of the point where you have like in the drying point you've written about ironing, you can put a drying that hang the clothes on a hanger and dry them, and like hang the clothes on a hanger for drying, that you can put in instead of ironing. For synthetics, cotton is okay. Hang clothes on okay, this is okay along the clothes line. Hmm. Okay, Megan. Ironing also you can put a separate scope point for ironing. You can put a separate scope for ironing, and then write about ironing if you want to. Okay. Also,
Um,
you are done too.
yeah, I've sent it.
Okay. Sent me. Okay. Also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points are there. 6 mark question. Try to put 6 points. Okay. Try to put 6 points in a 6 marker question. One more thing, Megan. No putting LOS and LOC. Okay. I wrote because I didn't have space to write the whole thing. Okay. But you have to put laundering of synthetics in the heading, full thing, and laundering of cottons, full thing. Okay. Okay. Rest, it's all good. Well done. Now, let me just quickly check amazes. Hmm. Laundering of synthetics and laundering of cottons. Okay. Hmm. I think the like you can leave a line in between the top amaze and where you start writing. Okay, so that it
Okay.
the heading doesn't look mixed up with your content. Okay,
Okay.
like scope, laundering of synthetics, laundering of cotton. After that, leave one line and then write soaking. Use
Okay.
warm water. Use warm or hot water. Okay, so apply light pressure and rub while washing. Use soap and use knead and squeeze method. Okay, rinse in cold water and remove all the soap. Use blue to rinse the clothes. Okay. To dry on a hanger. Hang on the clothes in the sun. Okay. Store in complete rest. Okay. Okay. That is right. Amaze. Okay. Um. Okay. It's right. All right. Columns can be a little bit more broader of the main two columns, laundering of synthetics, laundering of cottons, but it's like okay, still good.
Okay.
Okay. Do you all use like black and blue pens for writing?
No, it's only
Are you all
blue.
using them? Only blue you're using?
And
Yeah.
alternate.
Alternate.
Yeah.
Okay. My paper, I don't really make it compulsory, but I think I am going to. Okay. Like Hardik sir tells me mostly that this will give you all practice because when you're going to write the NIOS main exam, it's gonna give you practice to do this. Okay. What you can do is you can put the headings with black and the content part with blue pen. Okay, for example, quickly, I'll just wrap it up quickly. See, Amaze's answer I've opened. Steps for removing the following stains are as follows, can be written with black. Then removal of ghee stain with black. Then wash the cotton garment till sunlight in blue. Then point two, removal of nail polish stain in black. Then the content in blue. Then removal of ink stain in black. Then the inside content with blue. Okay,
Can't see
like
your
this way. Say again.
can't see your screen.
You cannot see my screen.
Oh,
I mean, I can see the
yeah.
textbook, but not Amaze's.
Now can you see me?
I can see you. I can't see the thing which is sharing.
Okay, I'm not sharing anything. I'm not sharing anything. I'm just telling you in general.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Also, yes. Also, in the difference, the scope, then laundering of synthetics and cotton, the top heading can be written in black. This can be written in black. Scope points can be written in black. And
Okay.
this content in blue. Content in blue, whereas the scope points and scope and the headings can be written in black. Okay.
Okay.
This is when you're gonna give your test, and I'm gonna keep a test, and you're gonna give your test. That time you can do this. Okay.
Okay.
That's all for today. See you all in English. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you.